Y'all know how I feel about Myron at this point. The real problem with Uncle Ruckus Tom Myron Fadul, Myron is obsessed with and hates black people more than he cares about his own culture. I just know you and your toupee wake up every morning hoping that you magically turn white overnight. Because we all know you think you're white anyway.
You know, I've noticed with black dudes, they don't like doing that shit. White guys, we're all like, yeah, well, I said we.
I've been saying he hates black people for years because he hates black people. It's well documented that Marvin and Walter from Fresh and Fit black people. Don't let their complexions fool you. At this point, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. And I've been pretty clear about the why. The only thing you hate more than yourself is black Americans. Because unlike most immigrants and other people of color, we don't idolize whiteness or trip over ourselves desperately seeking white validation like you. But I always think it's interesting to see different perspectives and opinions about somebody as confused, hateful, bigoted, and anti-black as Myron.
No matter how many black people you throw under the bus, to them, you're just another. Nigga. My theory is that Myron's hate for women and black people come from the same place. A lack of fitting in or feeling understood.
But I'm Jude, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Myron Gaines is the most pathetic racist on the internet.
If there's anything I hate more than a fat person, it's a fat black person.
I mean, this African man is literally wearing a Klan hood and
Sudanese Arab who has no connection to the black community whatsoever.
And has chimpanzee noises on his soundboard. I should just end the video here. But for whatever reason, I've spent the past few months looking into how somebody can be like this.
Anytime you make a racist comment to the blacks, just stand on that, bro. Never apologize, but bro.
And what I found is truly beyond belief. To put things into context, Myron is an ex-federal agent who quit his job so that he could put 100% of his focus into a podcast dedicated to degrading women and black people.
Men created the world that your fat ass lives in right now, that you can eat the surplus calories that you do every single day and not go to the gym.
Nigga, this is why black women are at the bottom of the fucking tier, man.
Are you Indian? Is he Indian? What's your nationality? I've been asking this this whole time.
I always respect when the women get up and just walk out of the podcast, especially when feeling insulted or degraded. But why go there in the first place? Did they not look up what this show is? I get that they're promoting OnlyFans or whatever socials that they have usually, but why even put yourself in that environment in the first place? Knowing Myron is a racist, sexist, misogynistic cuck likely in the closet, and he's gonna insult one of the women there or black people to try to make a viral clip.
Being a racist asshole isn't new when it comes to the Red Pill movement, but the thing that really fascinates me about Myron Gaines is that he's one of the few people in this dumbass movement that actually believes the bullshit he's constantly preaching. You're somebody who has met this man, Myron. I'm sure you had some sort of opinion on him before you met him. What surprised you after meeting him?
So a lot of red pill guys are super fake. They're not as tall as they say they are. They don't actually care. And they almost never live by the values they tell men that they should live by. Myron is not one of those characters.
He believes this shit so much that he publicly admitted that he was more proud to be yelling at OnlyFans models 3 times a week than he was saving children from child traffickers as a federal agent.
So I left a job that I truly loved to do this, right? Because I shouldn't be admitting this, but
keep in mind, this emotional moment was after they got demonetized on YouTube. Completely got emotional, cried, and walked off the set, but still has the nerve to call anybody else a bitch.
saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
You are a bitch.
It's insane that this is the career that Myron is so proud of. So what's even more insane is how he actually handles himself on the podcast. Because when Myron's not hustling online courses or giving the worst dating advice humanly possible,
You shouldn't even be taking girls seriously until you're 35 years old, making $100,000 a year, have 6 months to 1 year of savings, be in the gym, and have a body count of 50.
This is a person that didn't have his first girlfriend until he was in his 30s. And he was basically a simp for her. He paid all her bills, didn't sleep with her, and then she left him. Not to mention, this man has been exposed several times for being on sugar daddy sites, which means no matter how you look at it, he's paying for P if he gets it at all.
Be in the gym, and have a body count of 50.
he's doing shit like this.
You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there when this bitch lied and said that I got her pregnant when I fucking did it. And then you dumbasses, 3 years later, believe some bitch that makes the same allegations again. You
idiots.
I honestly believe there's more videos of Myron freaking out and screaming like a bitch than any man, woman, or child on the internet.
Right.
And saying that this is the man that's convinced that women are
Is bro just randomly in the strip club? Bro is recording his YouTube video in the strip club. I'm gonna have to get my bag up and rent out Magic City so I can do a commentary video there.
too emotional to do anything than make sandwiches.
I'm actually very big into a traditional relationship where the man is the leader, protects and provides for his woman, and all she has to worry about is making sandwiches and taking care of the kids. And I think that's how society's thrived for a long time. So it's actually the contrary.
But acts like this on a regular basis.
99% of you content creators are fucking pussies. Fucking no respect you. They make fun of you in the chat because you're a fucking loser. Saying you're fucking depressed about drugs and they're making this. You're a bitch. You haven't dealt with no real adversity. That's the fucking problem. You privileged fucking.
Even though he's the one who let his own emotions cost him and his special needs friend millions of dollars. But I think Myron's downfall really began once the Fresh and Fit podcast got demonetized. And there were a few really stupid decisions that this dumbass made
Myron is 100% a white boy.
that led to that happening. The first one being when Myron and his dumbass friends got so fed up with people making fun of them for being narrow-minded morons who hate half of the human population that they tried to get a bunch of YouTube channels deleted by sending them false copyright claims.
Fresh and Fit decided to hit us with dozens of copyright claims. They apologized to us for some of the comments that they made in regards to Preach's significant other.
Hey, and Preach, I guarantee your wife is probably ugly. I said it.
Yo,
You gave her a ring pop and you licked her at your fucking wedding.
we should fly her up.
Weirdo.
Hey, yo, we should fly her up.
Guarantee her. I love you.
And then afterwards, recently, they decided to copyright claim the video that we did in response to their apology.
You copyright striking 3 of our videos means that our channel could have gotten permanently terminated. For your reporting of our fair use reaction to your hypocrisy, you were willing to terminate our channel.
But Myron, Mr. Freedom of Speech, instead of addressing people's very valid criticisms of him, essentially went to YouTube lying, saying that channels like Auburn Preach were just taking his videos and re-uploading them and not creating their own transformative work, which is complete bullshit. I think this is about the most bitch-made thing an online creator can do.
Here's a chicken wing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Serious conversation. If you've never been to a strip club, chicken wings in the strip club be the best chicken wings you will ever have in your life. I don't know why. Go to a strip club, get chicken wings and french fries, and watch a game. It is the best experience ever.
Instead of actually addressing the criticism that people bring you, you instead decide to go to your boss and lie on them and try to get them fired.
Here's your burger, bitch.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you because you don't like them making fun of you. And Myron did this after he apologized for going too far and going after people's wives. From my perspective, this whole thing just felt like two bitter children lashing out because they know they're wrong. I genuinely don't understand how anyone has any kind of respect.
I'll be getting through this video. The strip club is taking me out. I wish we still had Stadium here because that would be the best strip club ever to do a video.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're back. You know what I'm saying? The haters tried to kill us. Over 30 plus YouTube channels made videos like slandering our name, whatever it is. Now they're mad that there's consequences to actions, bro.
Because after the entire YouTube community went after Myron for being a f***ing Karen, instead of learning to address people's criticisms of him or changing his dog shit behavior, this was Myron's new and improved way of dealing with people critiquing him, where Myron pretended to be the monkey version of his two biggest black critics, Auburn Preach. Yeah, this motherfucker had a virtual clan rap.
Myron is Uncle Ruckus, we know that, but the worst thing about that, and people like him, black conservatives, black MAGA, all of them, is that they give a safe space for other people to be racist, to be anti-black, to say shit online that they would not say to anybody's faces, or even in the comments of the people that they're talking about.
And if that wasn't bad enough, the next day, Myron went on another stream with Sneeko, another racially confused, self-hating
Baby girl. God, you're black.
Anytime I talk about Sneeko, I give him credit because he's not as bad or as racist or anti-black as he was when he was in the red pill wave with Myron. But he still has these clips out. He still has these moments out of him being racist, which is why I would never fuck with people like Sneeko or Aiden Ross. Because not only are they racist and anti-black, but how many other people did they influence to be racist and anti-black? Like, that's the cool thing.
Nick Fuentes, a literal white supremacist.
White people are every single bit justified in being racist.
Zerka, who got kicked off of Kick for being a and just pearly things, who basically is just Myron light.
I think if a woman cheats, she's trying to leave you. If a man cheats,
yes.
it's just like it's like a handshake.
Myron then puts on a sheet and calls black people monkeys for another 3 hours.
Streets is crying right now, swinging from a monkey branch.
Bro,
We got these niggas running like it's an employment line.
What the f? They're just cringy as hell. Anybody thinks this is funny or cool or likes Myron's crash out, it's just incel dweebs.
And what did this foolishness lead to? His channel getting demonetized. Also, for him to compare this to Clayton Bigsby is one of the most delusional things I've ever heard in my life.
Goes to show how things have changed, because I remember when Dave Chappelle did the Clayton Bigsby back in the day, it was hilarious, but nowadays you do that, they're like, oh my God, just goes to show how pussified we've become.
Myron, that character, Clayton Bigsby, is supposed to be a piece of shit. And the absurdity of a blind Klansman who doesn't know
he's black
is the comedy part. What you're doing isn't funny because you're not playing a character like Dave Chappelle is. You're actually just a racist.
Almost every time I gotta fix something, it's a bitch. Every fucking time, bro.
Just because you put on an accent doesn't mean you don't mean what you're saying. I know you mean what you're saying because you say it all the time.
Bro, reparations are for fucking retards, okay? Black people need to just stop being lazy. You niggas get your reparations, what you gonna do with it? You'll buy a bunch of some Jordans.
You're gonna buy some weed.
Yeah.
Yo, nigga.
Yeah.
What good,
The fact that Walter will have the audacity to try to make fun of how anybody speaks always makes me laugh.
Spend the money and invest.
Go back to jail.
Majority are gonna do criminal shit.
Yep, 100%.
These aren't jokes. You're just racist.
Right.
And you being African doesn't change that. It just makes it even more sad.
Sudanese Arab. I know Sudan is in Africa, but he's an Arab. I feel like we have to make that very clear.
They want to go here and say, you're Myron, cool. The fucking Arab guy that's also black.
You're Arab. You're not black. You're not a black American.
That literally, like, I hit so many different check marks for the KKK. Y'all want to call me cool?
These fucking black orangutan primate bitches.
But let's get back to Myron costing him and his special needs friend millions of dollars. Because unfortunately for humanity, the Fresh and Fit podcast was actually one of the top podcasts in terms of YouTube donation. Their business model was evil, but very effective. Step 1, create a podcast where your audience hates pretty much all women, but especially women who work in the sex industry. Step 2, have as many sex workers on the podcast as humanly possible, all women of course, to give the illusion that the average woman lives life on easy mode.
Hi, my name is Kazumi. Penis. I'm 25. I do porn. Hey guys, I'm Paris Banks, and I am in the adult industry.
I'm a hairstylist, permanent makeup artist, and I just recently started OnlyFans.
The thing that's always so funny about this is they have a platform where they do nothing but hate on OF models while also promoting those same OF models to their fans. So please believe the incels are in their chat spamming whatever stupid shit they can about women, but then they also go sub and pay for their OFs because we know these people are nowhere near close to talking to or being around women in real life.
If you only had on average women with regular jobs, you wouldn't be able to sell this male victimhood fantasy to your audience of disgruntled divorcees and overly emotional incels.
I'll give you guys an example. Can I sell feet pictures for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars and possibly make a living off it? No?
You find that porn that your loves feet, maybe.
Okay, you're still living.
Wait.
Yo, ladies, stop cutting me off. Stop cutting me off.
This was before he got his toupee glued on.
Can a man make a living off of his sexuality like a woman can?
No.
Okay. So therefore, we have different rules and privileges, correct? So it is ridiculous for you guys to try to impose your rules and realities on a man that doesn't have nearly the same amount of privileges.
Step 3, give the losers in your audience the opportunity to insult or disparage the women on your podcast with Super Chat, a message usually read aloud by Myron because the other one struggles to read and speak the English language.
But the moment you start paying the bills, you stop being the man. They thought you were good. Well, I mean, you could be the man.
Walter be about to have an aneurysm trying to say anything.
Vaughn B goes, just joined the stream, and to my dismay, I saw the chick in the yellow top with the pancake booty standing and swaying her brick-shaped hips. Don't let her stand ever again. Thanks.
See, Myron's audience of losers loves this because it's the most cowardly way for them to hurt the feelings of a random woman they hate for no reason. And the part I always found hilarious was that the fans of Fresh and Fit were notorious for subscribing to the OnlyFans of the girls that came onto the show.
So I'm friends with a lot of OnlyFans content creators. All of them explicitly have told me that they go on those shows because it's so notorious for growth. Like you'll just make like oftentimes like a lot of women like double.
I mean, I get it. Money is money, but that's also bad on their part. You will go on a podcast where you know you're subjecting yourself to getting slut shamed, verbally abused, the chat abusing you, everything to get more money. Is that really worth it?
Ironic, right? It's almost like Myron and his loser-ass fans are just a bunch of obnoxious hypocrites that make all of their decisions based off of resentment and anger. That's probably not true, right? Yeah, Myron is wrong about a lot of shit. The most obvious is the dating stuff.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, man, but I don't do shit for the express pleasure of women, man. It's a waste of time.
It's way more important to protect her than to please her. Who gives a fuck about a woman's orgasm? It's useless.
Right.
That is so gay. I know I can't get too explicit on YouTube, but pleasing a woman while you're getting yours is one of the best experiences ever. And trust me, it is reciprocated once they're pleased. These are just dudes in the closet that's never been with women before.
Wait
a minute. You said who gives a... Have a woman ever had an orgasm with you when you was having sex?
Yeah.
Do you know how that feels for you?
Right.
I don't, and like, I'm not like in there like trying to like make it happen. I just like do it.
You know what he reminds me of? 40-year-old virgin. When they asked him, has he ever felt boobs before?
Yeah, describe her.
You know, when you grab a woman's breast and you feel it and it feels like a bag of sand.
What are you talking about? Have you ever felt a breast before, man?
Yes.
Dude, are you gay? If it happens, awesome. If it don't, like, all right, well.
Yeah, she's right. Not only because Myron is clearly bad at sex.
Female vaginas are disgusting.
But because he doesn't give a shit about making his girl happy because he's more rare than she is.
Higher status men are rare. Most women are not. Most women are, because what men find attractive in women is easy to find. Is she beautiful, quiet, and submissive? A lot of women fit that. So what I say is, if you're able to get one of these guys to take you seriously and give you a title, be happy with that. Because now you've taken his last name, you are no longer average.
What this clown doesn't understand is that women want to be around someone that they enjoy spending time with. Crazy, I know.
And Myron is a super miserable person. There's never a time when that dude looks happy unless he's being hugged by or kissed by white men.
It's this dumbass kind of thinking that led to Myron getting dragged all over the internet when his girlfriend left him and possibly cheated on him.
My girl don't talk back to me. Like this whole situation, there's no arguments. This is how it is. She packs my condoms when I travel. Yeah, and here's the thing. No. She lives a great life.
She lives a great life because he pays all her bills and she doesn't sleep with him.
And we never have sexual relationships, guys. Like, you should stop with this.
Them boys commented, about damn time. How many blue chews did you take? We all know you were smashing Angie. You know what, bro? I wish, but no.
Clips like these make me think that Myron never saw her as a person, but more as a tool that he could use to make himself feel more important.
And the mustache.
Female vaginas are disgusting.
I find Myron's advice to be so objectively harmful and stupid that I wanted to get a second person's perspective on this, so I went to the wisest man I know, my sensei, Tijuana Jax. Him being a father of 3 and an elite businessman, I wanted to get his opinion on Myron's philosophy on living with your wife and kids.
I don't live with my girl. I think it's a bad idea to live with women. I think it makes you weak and soft. Now, if you have kids, obviously, a couple days a week you want to be there.
The fact that he has a following of men that actually thinks he's not gay is hilarious.
Yeah, because you're a supporter, man.
I thought you said you believe in the nuclear family.
I do believe in a nuclear family.
Well, that doesn't sound like a nuclear family.
I wouldn't sleep every night. And the reason why I'd have it, because I think, because you still got to maintain the attraction with the woman, right? So like I got a girl now, right? We've been together for a bit. She doesn't live in the same place as me because I think women end up making you soft.
That sounds like Arrested Development in my mind, for so many reasons.
I was just talking about 40-year-old virgin. His scene with Kevin Hart is one of the funniest scenes ever.
It's your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back. Both of y'all niggas.
What did I do?
It don't fucking matter.
Define strengths, define weak. All these things, again, are based on your priorities and where you are in your life. And if you're 35, but you still got college dorm fantasies, hey, it says a lot. And what a lot of us don't realize, man, is...
Did that grown man just take a drink out of another grown man's hand to drink it? This is the most homosexual crew ever.
Hey, it says a lot. And what a lot of us don't realize, man, is a lot of us experienced so much dysfunction throughout our childhood and throughout our upbringing that we were robbed of our childhood. Is a lot of us living
our 20s the way we wanted our teens to be, and live in our 30s the way we wanted our 20s to be, and live in our 40s like we wanted our 30s to be. That's why it seems like such an infantile culture.
To get my sensei's perspective on a regular episode of Fresh and Fit.
No, you're just dumb. It's not all black women.
Speak for
you
yourself.
just have
You're
lack
dumb.
of
Speak for
critical thinking
yourself.
skills.
I'm 23
No.
and I'm probably doing better than you. Speak for yourself.
Who you talking
Your
to?
mother is a bitch.
I have absolutely no sympathy for the woman on that. Just got to escort it out. It's just certain spots you can't go.
It's just certain places you
If
can't
you go to them spots and something happened to you or you don't make it back, the first thing people gonna ask is, what was you doing there? You know the reputation. It ain't hard to go online and do the research. You subject yourself to being ridiculed and berated in that way. Maybe if she thought she could promote her business or whatever, she can't get there and act surprised.
I honestly think he brought up a fair point here. As much as I love and will continue to be shitting on Myron, the women that subject themselves to this bullshit aren't blameless either. Any self-respecting person, as soon as they realize what this situation is, they should immediately leave. Another thing that should be glaringly obvious in this clip is just how racist Myron and his Negro minion are to black people.
You ratchet-ass Caribbean host think you can come in here and run the way you want?
Anti-blackness is a huge part of Myron's being.
I don't want to be like you stupid niggas anyway. Keep your Shaniquas, keep your Larquisas, keep your fucking weave warriors.
Are you okay? People like Myron Gaines and Candace Owens are some of the most famous internet who will propagate any and every single negative black stereotype possible so that they can get a little pat on the head from the racist whites.
And I would argue black people nowadays have more opportunity than anyone else.
Yeah.
You guys, affirmative action, DEI, whatever, people that aren't qualified are getting jobs, etc. And then for some odd reason, if I call...
That's not what DEI is. I hate that that's the talking point that they ran with. DEI just levels the playing field to give everyone an equal opportunity. That's it. There are so many times that black people will be qualified and overqualified for a job that won't even get a shot at an interview because a white person is hiring another white person just because they're white, unqualified and all.
It out. I'm considered a white apologist or a white nationalist or a white supremacist.
I don't want to be like you stupid niggas anyway.
No, I just acknowledge the reality. In America, right, unless if you're a white male, you know, everything is against you if you're a white male.
Yeah.
Like white males are some of the most targeted race because everything can be blamed on them. You know, that's just the reality. So I call it out.
You suck, nigga.
Myron's self-esteem is so low that he goes to whites-only Twitter spaces looking for virtual validation. And when they inevitably call him the hard R and tell him to leave because he's African,
it's saying hard R,
and they're white supremacists,
So let you gotta go find it himself.
he responds with this.
Hey, Myron, you're in a hostile
And I'm not
area,
scared
bro.
to have conversations with you guys because I'm not a pussy.
Okay, well,
you're gonna have to either kick
you're not
me
gonna
out
have a
or whatever.
You're not gonna have a conversation with him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, well, this dude's a so whatever. British guy, like, dude, I know you're mad about 77.
Mad about 1776? Bitch, they're mad because you're African and they're racist.
Sudanese Arab, just clarifying.
And after they kick him out, he joins another whites-only Twitter space, this time leading with some anti-Semitism veteran moves, but eventually gets asked a question by another one of his fellow racists that totally stuns him.
Myron, you were in my space the other day, and I said, you know, you're doing a great job calling out these Jews, but, you know, if we take this country back, we want it for white folks, and would you go home? And you said, I was born here, and I'm not going anywhere. And this is where I think the problem is with working with non-whites, is that once you think you help us, that you're just going to stay in our country. Do you still stand with that answer?
Hate to admit it, but considering the environment he's in, that's a valid question. Once they take their country back, it would be pretty fucked up if you stayed there messing up their Aryan utopia with all that nasty-ass melanin you have. This is what a lot of these love to ignore. If these people got what they wanted, you wouldn't be here. They don't like you.
You're in my country right now.
With you.
You're a Jewish bioweapon, Myron.
I just have to acknowledge the fact that he called him a Jewish bioweapon. That's the most unhinged shit I've ever heard in my life. They don't like you, and you'll never be able to debate, hate, or facilitate your way into being white. No matter how many black people you throw under the bus, to them, you're just another.
Nigga.
He spent so much time hating on black Americans, especially black women, that he really believes that they're on his team.
Supremacists and white nationalists call me an honor.
Myron, go, please. I can't see any reason why that wouldn't go great. Do it. Do it tonight.
And black women, here's another thing, dirty little secret about black women. They don't like intelligence.
Myron clearly got rejected by black people growing up, wasn't allowed to sit at the cool table, and has hated black people ever since. So he cosplayed as a black person to get on with Fresh and Fit, to get into the culture, and then his true colors came out. That's all this is.
They don't like competence. They don't like proper English. They don't like educated, none of that shit. You corny.
You are
You ain't got no slang.
You don't.
You're boring.
You are.
You're white.
You're
are square.
You
I'll
are.
say this. Black is the only bitch that will sit there and roast you for being smart. Intelligence is not.
Shout out to the black women. I love y'all. Please continue to roast corny ass dudes like Myron. Thank you.
Not respected or admired in the black community. Competence is not respected or admired in the black community.
Keep in mind, Myron isn't in the black community. He's an outsider. He doesn't know anything about the black community or what he's talking about, just like none of these other races do. They just obsess over what the media shows them of the black community.
When you speak of black women, there's these cultural distinctions. The African American, for instance, the black woman in America's experience is very different from a woman in Somalia. Even if the woman from Somalia were to come to the United States, her experience in the USA is going to be different. The trajectory, whether we know it or not, culture, especially today, the problem with his arguments is the same problem completely discredited the entire red pill movement.
He's supposed to be funny, but bro is spitting nothing but facts right now.
It's the generalization.
I think that's a really valid point. Like, these generalizations are a huge problem, but I also understand that if you want to have conversations about stuff like this, you're going to have to make some generalizations. But the funny thing is when Myron tries to use things like stats to prove his point that black people are so lazy, he's so blinded by his hatred of us that he doesn't see that his stats actually counteract his point.
You are not oppressed as an African American in the United States. To all these excuses about why the black man can't get ahead. I'll give y'all one stat. All right, just to show you guys how ludicrous these guys are. In 1940, 87% of blacks lived in poverty. By 1960, about 47% of blacks lived in below the poverty line. Okay, so a 40% drop. Please explain to me how you had a 40% drop of blacks living under the under the poverty line, and one of the worst eras to be a black person in the United States. And then you're fast forwarding to 2023, where racism exists. I'm not denying it exists. However, it is not strong enough to keep you back or hold you back from success.
That is not how racism or systematic racism works. Being a racist in a position of power, you can always keep a black person away from success. You can always not promote a black person. Black kids don't get accepted to certain colleges because they're black.
The biggest thing that this dumbass forgets is that the rate of black poverty has continued to go down. According to him, it was at 87%. I mean, let's be honest, we started at 100%, but according to him, then went down to 40. But in 2022, it was at 17. Honestly, I think that's pretty good.
To go from slavery, hundreds of years behind white people, with nothing to where we are today is amazing, and we don't get credit for it.
My theory is that Myron's hate for women and black people come from the same place. A lack of fitting in or feeling understood. I've heard Myron many a time talk about how uninterested women were in him when he was a kid because he was overweight and nerdy.
Because when I was 18 years old, playing Halo, figuring out my life, no bitch would have taken me. So now that I'm up, you're down, that shit, I'm gonna exercise the leverage.
Nigga, you're 36 years old. Creating a podcast dedicated to attacking women every single day is just about the least productive way to handle your childhood trauma. And like I said earlier, your advice is objectively terrible. The only thing you're doing for these men is making them more insecure and unlikely. It's pretty clear he's learned absolutely nothing. If I'm being honest, I've only seen him get more hateful and aggressive over the years.
How about this? You can get the fuck off the show.
Yeah.
How about that?
And I don't think he's someone who's capable of developing in any sort of meaningful way. I really don't.
Man, shout out to Kamal. I really like that video. Great research and on-point opinions. But shout out to Kamal. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his channel. I think everything bro says is 100% on point. Myron is simply an awkward, weird person that wasn't accepted in the black community, got rejected, and has hated black people ever since. More than anything else, the people that still support Myron are lost and weirdos. And I really hope they come out of the red pill alt-right psychosis that they're in. But they probably won't. Shout out to my channel members. Thank y'all so much for supporting this channel. Thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out my next video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter for behind the scenes and life stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.